Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing wonderfully well. For today's valued viewer request, we've got from Loco, good friend of ours, on the Discord. Hey Cap, with the portable Tacan, so we've just had August 2020, the portable Tacan introduced into DCS, which raises some options. With portable Tacan beacons, I remember hearing that in the Vietnam War, there were a couple of FARP-like bases that were set up with Tacan beacons to route bombers to target. I mean, we're talking 60s here at the end of the day, so this is before, you know, really accurate INS/GPS like you'd have in a modern F-16 Hornet or something like that. You guys think back then you had to find other ways of getting to target. Can you see if using the portable Tacan beacons to route planes to target could be useful in DCS? My response, how do you think it would work? You can't have the beacon on the target, so it'd be nice to put that beacon on the target and then you can fly to the beacon and drop the bombs. But realistically, you wouldn't be able to get that beacon to the target. So how would it work? Loco says vector and distance from the target. So it's offset bombing. So offset is a certain direction for a certain amount of miles from the beacon. And I've said, I wonder if you can find any historical text on the subject. We'd love to see a paragraph or something written about the real thing. The Battle of Lima Site 85. The Battle of Lima Site 85, also called the Battle of Pau Party, was fought as a part of a military campaign waged during the Vietnam War and Laotian Civil War by the North Vietnamese People's Army of Vietnam and the Pathet Lao against airmen of the USAF 1st Combat Evaluation Group, elements of the Royal Lao Army, Royal Thai Border Patrol Police, and the CIA-led Hom Clandestine Army. The battle was fought on Pau Party Mountain in our province, Laos, sorry for pronunciations as usual, on 10th of March 1968 and derives its name from the mountaintop where it was fought or from the designation of a 700-foot landing strip in the valley below, and was the largest single ground combat loss of USAF members during the Vietnam War. During the Vietnam War and the Laotian Civil War, Pau Party Mountain was an important strategic outpost which had served both sides at various stages of the conflict. In 1966, the United States Ambassador to Laos, William H. Sullivan, approved a plan by the USAF to construct a Tacan tactical air navigation site atop Pau Party. At the time, they lacked a navigation site with sufficient range to guide US bomber aircraft to their targets in North Vietnam. In 1967, the site was upgraded with the Air Transportable All-Weather AN/TSQ-81 radar bombing control system. This enabled American aircraft to bomb North Vietnam and Laos at night and in all types of weather, an operation codenamed Commando Club. Despite US efforts to maintain the secrecy of the installation, which included sheep dipping of the airmen involved, US operations at the facility did not escape the attention of the PAVN and the Pathet Lao forces. Towards the end of 1967, PAVN units increased the tempo of the operations around Pau Party, and by 1968 several attacks were launched against Lima Site 85. In the final assault on 10th March 1968, elements of the PAVN 41st Special Forces Battalion attacked the facility with support from the VPA 766 Regiment and 1 Pathet Lao Battalion. The Hom and Thai forces defending the facility were overwhelmed by the combined PAVN and Pathet Lao forces, so the site was lost. So to summarise, so they have the Tacan, they offset from the Tacan, and that's how they put the bombs on the area that they needed within distance of the mountain. Let's go try it. That's RC, this is me. We've got 5 times Mark 82s each. We are currently there. Pau Party is there. There's that portable Tacan set up to 11 X-ray. Here is the target village being identified overnight. It is exactly standby. Heading 016 true, so with a magnetic declination of approx 6 degrees in this part of the world, it's going to be a magnetic heading of 010 for 9.6 nautical miles. So we're going to offset 9.6 nautical miles for 010, drop our bombs, hope for the best. You happy with that, RC? First of all, let's go and find this Tacan beacon. 3, 2, 1, go. Woo! Okay, let's get stuff trimmed, set our bombs up. So, bomb on, master arm on, pylon on, nose fuse on. Next, a little bit close, where are you? There you are. Next, set up the Tacan. So, master knob, transmit receive on station 1 X-ray, master mode Tacan. Listen for the Morse code identifiers. There will be audio Morse code of the name, the Morse code identifier of the Tacan station, which is MNT, I called it, standing for mountain. Wait for that to come through. Then we'll be using our radio compass. You see the radio compass needle spinning around. That's because it can't find the Tacan station because it requires LOS, line of sight, to the radar station. It's probably through one of these big mountains. So let's go high. I'm going up to kind of Angels 15 to pick up that station.
Your stuff, I can say it's behind me right now.
Ignore it. Just can't see it.
Okay, we're not. Oh, got it. Okay.
Get above that big mountain, you'll be fine. Okay, I picked it up. You can see there, it's at 030-ish. So I'm going to head over there to the station. I'm at Angels 15. Now, the reason they put it on the biggest mountain around was because, for exactly this reason. You want to put it on the big mountain so you can get a line of sight. Okay, there's the Morse code identifier. Check everything's, here it is. We can set our plane up. Now, the slower we go, generally speaking, the more accurate we're going to be. There's going to be less deviation in the bombs, less, lateral traffic. Look how far RC is ahead. Oh, that's just me going slow. Where did you put it? Just me going slow.
Big mountain?
No, it's not the big mountain.
Okay.
We've got a long way to go. I've got 9 miles. I've got the distance there because I'm a transmit receive distance. I've got 9 miles to get to the station at 025. And we think that this is a slant range to the station rather than anything else. My range marker isn't moving, which is really worrying. I appear to have jammed mine. No, it's just jammed. I'm going to retune in. Mine's gone funny. W word.
Just passed it.
Okay, mine's working again. Oh, I got jammed for a second. Okay, 1 mile. Wrong way. God. Okay, I'm over it. Now I've got to head 10010. Wow, this is harder than it looks. Let's get the nose down a little. Let's compensate a little because I've gone off to the right slightly. I'm 2 miles away now. Now this is a slant range, as I was trying to say, so we've got to really get to the co-altitude with the station, which is at Angels 11, and slow down as well. Okay, I'm now on 010, using my radio compass, magnetic. I'm finally starting to lose altitude, so the range is going to become more accurate as I get co-altitude at the station, which is 11,000 ASL. Fingers crossed. 6 miles. How far are you from the station?
It's coming up on 9 miles.
Right, well, you drop your bombs at 9.5. Okay, I think I'm on task there. Did mine pretty crap. 7 miles.
In pickle.
Bombs away from RC. You have to watch where they go.
Away.
I can't watch yours, so.
Would they not go in?
How embarrassing for you, RC. Alright, I'm going to drop mine. I'm at the right everything. I'm at the right height. Leveling out. Everything is done IFR here, obviously, there's no point looking out the window. 11,000, 9.5, and cap is drop. Woo! And let's see how close I got. Oh man, apart from the bomb travel, I dropped them over the target.
Yeah.
Only problem was I didn't compensate for the actual fact that these bombs are going to travel a mile. So that's the target there. You can see the jeeps and stuff in there. Don't know where the bomb's going to hit.
Why these didn't drop?
Right. So, I know it's hard to see, but basically, I even had the azimuth perfect. I was right over the target there. I dropped the bombs, did perfectly over the target. Then they travelled on for another half mile. So all you'd have to do is have some sort of algorithm that said your speed and your altitude, AGL, add on that much to the range. And then, just know the ballistic of the bomb. And that would work. Now, I'm not going to sit and do that because that's going to take 2 hours to sit and work all that trajectory out by trial and error. But that shows that you can get your bombs perfectly, not perfectly, but if I'd have worked out the trajectory, I could have hit those targets. I am 100% confident about it. Anything you want to add to that RC?
Nope.
I have enjoyed that. See you later.